Evet, YouTube'da izleyen arkadaşlar Horizon Zero Dawn'ın 35. bölümüne hepiniz hoş geldiniz. Twitch'teyiz. Devam ediyoruz. Zabağın Görü. Aldığımız yerden devam. Hadi bakalım.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Pake I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of paradisade zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Ne? Ha.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us it seems a
Hasarlı dosya onarım devam ediliyor.
powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Ha, kontrolümü arayayım. Yok, bura değil.
Elizabeth. What is this?
Elizabeth'in kafası var.
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
Hayda, dışarıda ölmüş.
Not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me. I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So... Happy trails, Liz. And
Zırhı da oraya bu mu koymuş?
see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz,
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
that
Be.
was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek.
Alttan da bir müzik
She
girdi.
gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Tabii.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You, you got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children. After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you.
Okay.
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
Hoş
While
geldin.
her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Okula başladık, yayınlara gelemiyorum. Canın sağ olsun ya. Okulda mısın lan şu an? Geç saat kaç? 7:43, yok daha ne okulu?
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Liz? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Liz. It's poison.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make it better, Liz. With a single stroke, make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Burada bir şey mi var? He, hızlı inme yeri burası. Tamam. Ver. Solda bir oda vardı. Oraya bir gitseydik ya.
What? When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the alphas were in there.
Herkes övmüş.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone, all of it, every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice, it's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard! Millennia of culture!
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence,
Hades'in kurucusu Ted.
innocence
Kim
has to
bu?
die.
Emergency alert. Venting atmosphere.
Herkesi öldürmüş şerefsiz.
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void,
Bir tane
like
piçin
the
yaptığı.
alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope. The master override. That's so small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
Abi Silas beni vurmasın lan. Beni vurup bunu elimden almasın Hades'i kontrol edeceğim diye. Ya öyle bir senaryo olmasın. Vallahi bak sıçarım. Bir tane adam var zaten beni hareket eden.
That didn't sound good.
Try not to fall to your death. The master override doesn't override gravity.
Ulan neredeydi bu? Abi kesin öyle yapacak. Kesin var ya, bu elimden alacak bunu.
You're here.
For a moment,
What?
our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
Günaydın
A
Esra.
real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Karja? How did they become involved?
The Karja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian.
Bilmiyorum Esra.
Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
Annem kahvaltı hazırlıyor. Çağırınca giderim herhalde.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes, I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
Adam her şeyi çözmüş.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success.
Mert hoş geldin.
The
Aleykümselam.
rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere and everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
Bana tarihten alıntı yapma lan.
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing. I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it? Entity is not known. I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name? Hades. You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine? Define timeline. Time? Ah. 13th king of the Karja Sundom's reign.
Define Karja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan flame merely houses intellect. Define Karja.
Now that's more like it. They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahavas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing. Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow, I don't understand.
Did Araman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Araman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Task is complete.
Yes. The focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day.
Bak.
He was never one of us. It will be done.
Oo, mızrağım şekil oldu ha. Dırın dırın. Nerede yeni mızrağım? Güneş Sarayı'na gitti. Güneş Sarayı'ndan önce gidelim şu zırhı bir alalım ya artık. Zırh. Nasıl bir şey acaba ya? Pıp pıp pıp pıp. Ulan nereden gidiyordu oraya?
Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go, the last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code.
Umarım doğru yapıyorumdur. Lan neye göre yapıyorduk ya?
These numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle.
Dairenin parçaları. ...90... Lan neye göre ayarlıyorduk ya? Yani ben öncekini öbür taraftakini yapmıştım. Onda da sayı vardı herhalde. Burada gözükmüyor ama.
I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Neye göre ayarlayacağım la ben bunu? 70, 60, 450, 600. ...90 bura olsa. Ne şimdi ya? Aman dilimine göre hiç uymuyor ki. Yardım edemiyor. Ufak bir ipucu olabilir. Şu sayılar neye göre onu anlamadım. 90 saniye desem, tamam mı? Böyle yapsak kahvaltı mı? Abi, yapılır mı? Sayılar derece 90'ı bir kere sağa çevireceğim. Ama tek çevirdiğinde kaç derece gidiyor? Yani orada 270 var. 160 var. 450 var. 630 var. Bunu yapan müteahhitim ben. Duydun mu?
Did it. Let's have a look at that armor inside. All right. Now let's see what we can do with this material.
Gerek kalmadı açtık. Bunun içindekileri bir alalım ya. Daha hangi zırhı verdin bana? Bunu. İzleme hiçbir şey yok mu? Aa, şekil oldu. İçim başı parlıyor. Son ikisini şansa ayarlamış zaten. Ya bırak bu işleri ya. Ben çözdüm, ben hemen aldık onu, çıktık. Bak tertemiz. ...710 HP'm var. Skill'im var mı? 3 tane mi verdi? Ya, şaka.
And alert. Damn it. Move along. You have no need to loiter around here.
No, I'm awake and alert.
Bu arada oyunun yüzde kaçındayım ben? Bu bölümü falan burada bitirelim ya. İçeriye girmeden. Ya bir level 10 oldu tamam. Bitti bitiyor mu? Nasıl yani? Ana hikaye bitecek mi? Çok mu az var?
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy.
Oyunda farklı sonlar var mı?
Allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
O spoiler değil bu. Farklı sonlar var mı? 4-5 tane. Ondan soruyorum. Tek bir son mu var?
Even a king can learn his lesson.
O Devel'de yoktu mesela. Uyuz olmuştum.
I'm
Tek
glad
bir
that's
son.
behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our
Ya
enemies.
zamanda bir şey söyleyeceğim olmayacak.
I don't know about
Oyun
everything.
bittikten sonra diğer
I'll tell
sonları
you what I can.
göremiyorum ki. Lady burada mısın ya? Biliyor musun sen farklı sonları var mı? Allah. Şu oyunun farklı sonları merak ediyorum. Varmış.
Quietly does it.
Yazdım ben orada 2 tane
Hunger in the
yazıyordu.
city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Siz yakında ben işimi bitireyim sonra gelince yerim. Tamam onu koy ya ben
And the
gelirim.
Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
Uzaki. Abi ben yatar geceden çıktım, sana iyi oyunlar dilerim. Abi hayırlı geceler. Çok teşekkür ederim bir oyun için. Kesene bereket. İnşallah rüyanda şeyi görürsün. Bu vardı ya bir tane oğlan. Tıraşlı böyle. Buradaki. Eret miydi? Eret miydi? Ha işte onu görürsün.
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
Sen bitir, daha var bir saat nereden baksan. Yok sıkıntı yok ya. Aga be, Petra gelmiş.
Petra! Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring forges. So I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The targets should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. Nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Very good. Try the next.
Ne? Buna mı diyor? Suyun ürettiğini önce. Şunu diyor.
See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
Güzel.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
Hadi bakalım görüşürüz. Silahı da yere attım, onu yukarı koyarsın, tamam mı canım benim?
Have you just polished that armor with it?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny. Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Herkes gelmiş lan.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Belki yapabiliriz.
This place really couldn't be more different to the sacred land, could it?
The Asaram have gone too far this time. Dervahl should die for his crimes. Never have children if you can avoid it.
Aklı varsa çocuk yapma. Bak adamlar ne kadar akıllı. Çocuk yapmayın diyor. Bu adamları dinleyin. Kuleyi kontrol edelim. Bizim teyzeler var ya. Geldi mi acaba onlar? Kim lan?
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No,
Dayı aleykümselam,
I'm
hoş geldin.
thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's
Abla
why I
psikopat
came.
çıktı.
Good. I'll wait.
Bir de en aşağı geçmiş ha. Yukarı çıkacak yerin.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Oyun boyunca yaptığın yan görevler, Cartürt, oradaki adamların hepsini buraya çağırmışız lan. Ne güzel. Başka biri var mı şuralarda bilmiyorum. Saklanan neden? Yok.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Karja in their frilled armor look like
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Bununla konuşabiliyor muyum? Hepsini kendine bağlamış arkadaş. Bunların dili yok mu?
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
Bana yürüme bak, yanındakine falan
Fight a
yürü.
metal devil because the goddess says, or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
İki tane kız var yanında. Git bunlara yürü.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Bizim şey bu.
Supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how
Bıyıklı.
tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the vanguard. We're here for
Lan
Meridian.
4 kişisiniz. Geri kimse yok mu ordudan?
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Ya arkadaş bir kişi de bana yürümesin ya. Başka yere yürüyün. Aha. Oldu. Kapat da uyuyor hadi. Oyunu bitireceğim. Olsun bir şey olmaz. Çok yakındı. Herkes beni uyardığından beri kaç? 43 saat oldu. Doğu hattının çöküşü yakındı. Sürüler Wichita çıkıntısına karşı bir çeşit kıskaç manevrası yaptılar. 5-6 gün daha olsa bence Gaia bizim yardımımız olmadan başlayabilirdi. Gerçekten. Çabalamak zorundaydık. Sıfır şafak bir tımarhaneye döndü. Tam bir akıl hastanesi. Her takım önce gamalar sonra betalar tahliye edilirken kodu stabilize etmek ve kilitlemek için acele ediyordu. Günaydın. Ben uyumaya kaçıyorum. Görüşürüz. Hadi hep hayırlı geceler kardeşim. Görüşürüz. Gaia işe koyulduğunda kötü haberleri vermek için alfaları topladım. Kusacak gibi hissettim ama çoktan biliyorlardı. İşin gerçekten bitmediğini biliyorlardı. Yakındık ama tam olarak orada değildik. Hala çalıştırmak için yapılması gereken testler, düzeltilmesi gereken pürüzler vardı. Böylece kabul ettiler. Bize Elysium yok, hayatımızın geri kalanını burada geçirip her bir halk fonksiyonunu mükemmelliğe ulaştırana kadar düzeltip test edeceğiz. Sanırım bir avuç obsesif mükemmelliyetçi toplandığında elde ettiğiniz şey bu oluyor. Ofisime dönene kadar ağlamamayı başardım. Post makinesi mi? Şu mu? Kayıt şeyi gibi bir şey yok. Sen yeni mi uyandın? Ha. İşte buradayız. Gaia Prime'ı kuruyoruz. Ve evet çok yakın bir şey. Hayatta kaderin tesadüfleri ne kadar bağlı olabileceğini düşündükçe sürekli midemi bulandırıyor. Eğer ışık bekçisi protokolünü hiç önermemiş olsam burada inşa edilmiş yaşam alanları olmazdı. Eğer protokolü daha önce sonlandırsam gerekli yaşam destek sistemleri asla kurulmazdı. Eğer. En azından kendi klonlarımızı yetiştirmeye ve eğitme gibisinden bir ürperticiye katlanmak zorunda kalmayacağız. Genetik materyal beşik alanlarından işlenemediği için bu mümkün bile değil. Bunun için memnunum. Cidden ama cidden ortalıkta dolanılan ve Travis Tate tarafından yetiştirilen genç bir Travis Tate ile vakit geçirmek istemezdim. Hayır. Gaia'yı mükemmelleştirmek bize bağlı. Sadece bir jenerasyon. Güncelleme. Bu Generat Harris'te çıkıntı çöktü. USRC'nin 2 gün içinde aşılması bekleniyor. Bu da bize mühürleme için en iyi ihtimalle 72 saat veriyor. Canlı canlı gömülmek için Tanrı aşkına gidip diğerlerini söyleyeceğim. Aferin. İyi bok yedin söylediğinde. Sobek. Cadılar Bayramı. Travis bayram şekerini almak için geldi. Benim gibi giyinmişti. Bunun olacağını tahmin etmeliydim. Ona şeker alarak yarısını yemiş bir paket gofret verdim ve kovaladım. Ama sıfır şafak personeli için düzenlediği bir çeşit İtalyan korku müzikleri partisine davet etmeden değil. Cidden sanki dünyaya yeterince korkuşluk yokmuş gibi. Bu arada bu okuduklarım alfalar vardı. Bu projeyi yapanlar. Bir önceki bölümde büyük bir alanda herkesin nefesi kesilip öldüğü insanlar vardı ya onlar. Onların günlükleri şu an. Hasarlıydı onları okuyoruz şu an. Neyse Harris ve başkanının heyetiyle son denetimleri yapmak için buraya G Prime'a uçuşumu çoktan planlamıştım. Ted de buradaydı ve iyi görünüyordu. Fırdanıp duruyordu ve gözlerini kırpmadan bana bakıyordu. TBS geri döndüğünde rahatlamıştım. Gerçi sanırım söylememeliydim. Eğer kendine kıyametten kaçmak için bir şafatapat arkadaş okuyamadım. Şatafatlı sığınak yapmak istiyorsa bırakalım yapsın. Kendine el sümden ve benden uzak tutsun. Her stratejik durum hakkında bana uzunca bilgilendirme verecek kadar buraya da kaldı. Basitçe son aşamaya girmiştik. Sanki buraya uçarken gördüğüm gökyüzünün rengi yeterli bir kanıt değilmiş gibi. Son 2 ya da 3 hafta sonrası da atmosfer nefes alınamayacak hale gelecek. Avrupa ve Batı Afrika uygarlık Tugaylarının son kalanları ve arkalarında Atlantik'e kısılı kalmışlardı. Güney kutbuna yayılmış sürü Magellan boğazlarını kesmiş, Amazon'dan Güney Amerika'ya doğru bir ölüm görünüşünü başlatmak üzerelerdi. Yağmur ormanlarını tekrar oluşturmak için verdiğimiz onca emek ve geldiğimiz duruma bak. Ve Pasifik sürülerinin çoktan Kalmar deniz duvarındaki birimlerle çarpışmasının sonraki etkileri. İlmek daralıyor. Tahminler hala zamanında bitireceğimizi söylüyorlar ama yanılma payı artı eksi 10 gün. İyi değil. Eğer veba takvimimizin önüne geçerse pekala olmayacak. Bunun olmasına izin veremem. Bu kadar yazmak yeter. Şafağa geri dönmeliyim. Aşağı almak zorunda mıyım ben bunu? Sobek'in günlüğü. Aha bizim kızın günlüğü bu. Neymiş? Prime'in son ziyaret edişim geçen yılın Kasım ayıydı. O zamandan beri geçen aylar bulanık. Dün gece 04.30 sularında tamamlanan merkezi armatür ve ana kontrolün bir şey değil Ted. Kurulumunu gözetmek için uçtum. Sıfır şafağa dönmeden önce burada birkaç saat uyumaya karar verdim. Yatmadan önce Gaia'yı bölge planı hakkında bilgilendirmek kısvesiyle aradım. Fakat gerçek şu ki onu özledim. Uyumadan önce onunla konuşmayı alışkanlık haline getirdim. Bugünlerde beni rahatlatan tek şey bu gibi görünüyor. Oswald'dan gelen mesaja uyandım. Odyssey dün fırlatılmış. Böylece topraksal yaşamın hayatta kalma şansı ikiye katlandı. Peki neden bu kadar rahatsız hissediyorum? Eğer bundan 10 yıllar sonra gemi hedefine ulaşırsa uzak doğunun ne tür bir dünya yaratacağını düşünüp duruyorum. Ve o alfa yapım Apollo beni endişelendiriyor. Çok fazla bilgi, çok az dizgin ve sıfır arıza güvenliği. Bizim hatalarımızı tekrarlamaktan nasıl kaçınacaklar? Onları Tanrı'yı oynamaktan ne alıkoyacak? Alfalara Odyssey'in mesajını ilettim. NATO bir dakika geçmeden cevapladı. Bir şiirle tabii ki. Longfellow'dan geminin inşası ve şiir çok uzun. Hepsini okumadım ama bir gemi inşa etmekten çok fırlatmak üzerindeymiş gibi görünüyor. Şu kıta veya kuple veya her neyse gözüme çarptı. İnsanlık tüm korkularıyla, tüm gelecek umutlarıyla senin kaderinde nefessiz asılı duruyor. Evet, Odyssey ve Sıfır Şafak da öyle. Bu arada Sıfır Şafak'a geri dönmeliyim. Sanırım NATO'nun laboratuvarına da uğrayıp Demeter'in gelişimine bakmalıyım. Eğer oradan elime bir ne diyor tenison cildi tutuşturulmasından çıkabilirsem kendimi şanslı sayacağım. Görüşmek üzere. 3 Şubat onarım devam ediyor. Onarım devam ediyor. Sobek'in diğer 2 günlüğü hala onarılıyor. Son savaştan önce dinlen. Nerede dinlen? Burada mı dinleyeceğim? Hastalık. Pam pam par.
The army's near the city.
Won't find better wares.
Boland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Curse of Angels. Shacozade yıllardır uğramam. Yıllardır uğramam mı? Uğramadım mı yazacak? İyi valla seni sorma. Sen ne yapıyorsun? Hoş geldin. Elim var mı benim? Tamam, elim de var. Yeter bu kadar. Dırın, dırın, dırın, dırın. Bitmedi.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you rest after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there?
Sağ olun.
Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Elias Joined diye başarım aldık. Devam. 10. ayda işte bekliyoruz.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Ya Melik, bir dur.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Hele hoş geldin. Herif yol yaptılar kendilerine ya. Görüşürüz abi. Cici mi?
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Helis!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long enough.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Why do you fight?
Oo, fazla kişisin değil mi? Dur bakayım. Aa, silah seçemiyorum.
The sun can't save you now.
The end is inevitable.
Kalk ayağa kalk ayağa.
Accept it. Accept your weakness.
Baba ne varmış orada? Yaklaş. Gel şuraya. Gel.
Only endless night awaits you. Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
Gel. Şimdi 1, 2.
Locked again.
Burada bir tane dallama var. Cidden mi?
It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing. You will die on nothing.
Anca boş, anca boş konuş, anca boş konuş.
Impossible. I am chosen. This was not meant to
Sapla
be.
lan, sapla, konuşturma. Dostu öldürdün lan, pislik.
Chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your whole life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you. Turn your face to the sun and think about that!
Kafasına da sok bir tane. Tam ölsün. Kardeşim kafasına. Öldüm.
I'd have to ditch something.
Bunun üstünde ne varsa alacağım abi. Bırakmam bunun üstündekileri. Gel lan onların hepsi. Soğuk senin. Hepsi benim. Ne stretme? Ya o adamın bana yaptıklarını biliyor musun sen? Özellik kullanım. Sökmenin daha yukarısı var mı? 43 sökme var. 59 da iyi. 4 sökme kullan. Ya abi zıplayacaktım ya. Yürüdü düştü. Geç. Fidan Reis. Güzellik, hoş geldin.
For Meridian, hold the line.
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon on the platform.
It's taking a shot at me!
from the west!
Gotta get to another platform.
Bunlar ne lan?
South! They're coming from the south!
Öbür tarafta da mı var büyük? Nerede?
Stay down. Here it comes. Better move. Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Bayağı bir yukarı atmam gerekiyor. Hadi indir. Resim biraz daha yukarıya. Buraya yaratık gibi, onu bir alın.
Now it's mad. Time to go. That hurt it.
Deathbringer fire incoming!
Bu silahın falan yapılmasına ben yardım etmeseydim. Şimdi ne olacaktı acaba?
No signs! A lull in the attack! Lower your arms! But be wary!
Tamam, bitmedi mi
Chance
bura?
to catch a breath and prepare.
Bitti bura. Bitmedi mi?
Raise arms again! West!
Well, they're still surprised.
Fire's on you, Nora!
Don't want to be here when that hits.
From the sky!
Vuruyoruz lan işte, daha ne?
Don't want to be here when that hits.
Bu diğerleri de sıkmıyorum arkadaş.
Shadows descend on us!
Melek, 1, 2, 3'ten
Gotta
haber
get
var
to
mı?
another platform.
Ulan burası çıkardı.
Now it's mad. Time to go.
Büyük gitti, büyük gitti, büyük gitti. Ha, bir sen eksiktin kardeşim, hoş geldin. Anana. Kardeş atma bana, atma, zehirli o. Denemem. İn lan aşağı. Öldüm kardeşim ya. Alo. Öldün öldün. Gene mi geliyor büyük? Melek sohbet atabilirsin ya. Sıkıntı yok. Günaydın, ne oldu Vayda? Tamam, bu da bitti.
Incoming!
Ve oyun burada biter. Aleykümselam.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Tab?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No, no. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true son, shadow demons.
Helal lan vur. Nereye gitti bunlar buradan? Bana bulaşma, bana bulaşma. Ciğerini çökerim senin.
begun. Hades is transmitting.
Hayda.
Hades has started the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses. Lenora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Burada bir tane kız vardı. Girişte ne oldu? Öldü kaldı kesin buraya bir yere.
Gotta keep going.
Ay dur.
Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Aloy!
They're alive.
It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Yürü bekleme. Nereden gideceğiz? Yürü. Hadi. Tamam buradan gidemiyormuşuz. Tamam öbür taraftan gideceğiz. Tamam şaka yaptım değil mi? Her şeyi ciddi alıyorsunuz ya.
Arrival of entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
Bu mu durduracak beni? Gerçekten mi? Buna inanıyor musun? Oğlum lan! Bunu niye tutuyor? Vallahi tutuyor.
More machines! All of you, focus on the new machines!
Hayda.
Prioritize entity.
Aloy, you've drawn out another. Got it!
Meadow children have fallen. It's brought more of the corrupted, Aloy!
Don't let them overrun us!
Time enough to beat the machines back.
Sen nereden geldin kardeşim ya? Seni çağıran mı oldu? Alo.
Prioritize entity.
Machine trying to blindside you. Thanks for warning. I'm getting knocked around here.
Lend her your bow!
Abi ya. Hayır ya. F'ye bastım. Ya F'ye basmıştım ben pot içsin diye.
More of them on the way.
Take them out first.
Prioritize entity.
Come on then.
Sağlık öncelikine tüküreyim seni kardeşim.
persistent!
We'll get it off you.
Knew I could count on you.
Always got your back.
Alayım şunu.
We've cleaned them out.
My way's clear.
It's down! Time to do what you came for, Aloy.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Ne oldu lan? Öyle vurcalarsa.
Master override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Tabii tüylerim ürperdi.
Pikachu. Pikachu.
Lancelot böyle bir yere cidden GG mi ya? Fail mi yani? Oynamadı mı? Veri bütünlüğü geri yüklendi.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Çok geriden geliyorsun.
Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the
Aga
world better.
be, burada ölmüş.
You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Okay. Ne oluyor lan? Aga be, ana oyun bitti. Sesler niye bu kadar az? Ya mükemmel oyundu ya. Vallahi DS'ini de oynayıp bitireceğiz. Ya after credit'i var mı bunun? Geçtiğim mi? Geç diyorum ya. Umarım vardır ya. Aha var. Dokunma işte kardeşim. Lan.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Koyduğumun açı ya. Daha ne istiyorsun arkadaş? Sokuk keltoş ya. Tebrikler. Hades'i yendiniz ve Gaia yeniden dövüş rüyasını korudunuz. Oyun dünyasının durumu baş gösteren gölge görevinden hemen önceki haline döndürüldü. Son Meridyen Savaşı'nın öncesine deneyim ve online nesnelere hala sahipsiniz. Yeni oyun artı bölümü açıldı. Ayrıca bu Türkçe yama projesini gerçekten anonimiz çeviri olarak size teşekkür ediyoruz. Sizin sayenizde ayaktayız. Sizin sayenizde oyunları dilimize kazandırabiliyoruz. Abi elinize sağlık. Güzel olmuş. Melek hiçbir şey yapmayanlardan daha iyi bence. Evet, YouTube'dan izleyen arkadaşlar. Horizon Zero Dawn'ın finali de bu şekildeydi. Bir sonraki bölümde efendim DLC'den devam edeceğiz. DLC şurada yeni harita var. Orayı yapacağız. Yani haritayı komple emdim, sömürdüm. Cicikledim, cücükledim, işte komple bitti yani. Şimdi bir sonraki bölümde DLC bölüm var. Yine bir hikaye. Bakalım nasıl bir şey olacak. Hadi bir sonraki bölümde görüşürüz.